Hey guys, so I am here. I just started another makeup look, and I was actually going to use the color book or this Fenty because I've decided I don't like these as highlighters at all. I don't like them on my skin, and I think that would be better off for me as eyeshadows, so I'm gonna use them as eyeshadows. So I wanted to put them to the test and create a look using them, but not today. Let me know what y'all think and if any of you have used those Fenty highlighters as eyeshadows. All right, you notice a difference with this eyeshadow here that I have on? It is actually the pumpkin spice shade from the pumpkin spice palette. And today I decided to switch it up a bit. I already know paint pots don't seem to work with some of these formulas. I do know that any one of these Urban Decay primer potions work. But what I want to know, what is ticking? What I want to know is if my favorite drugstore primer, the e.l.f. Putty Primer, if it will work. And I'm also trying to use the last wee bit. I'm trying to kill this off. I kind of held on to it even though it's like there down to the end. I used it yesterday and I'm just trying to finish the thing. I don't want to waste any because it's really good, this Morphe foundation. I really like it on my skin and I want to purchase another one. My shade is in F3.70, just in case anyone wondered. So back to the primer. That is what I use to prime from lid to brow bone. Have not done my brows as yet, as you can see, but using the same Ruby Kiss brushes that I used yesterday. I have washed every single brush that I had that was dirty. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know how many that was. And so the second batch that I found that had been sitting there, I just washed those. So picked up the shadow on the brush. I'm still using the same brushes I used yesterday, which is the Ruby Kisses brushes. And look at this, it just deposits the color. I really like this primer. The e.l.f. primer just seems to grab a hold of things no matter how crappy the formula is. It just seems to grab a hold of it and says, come here, I want you to sit right here and don't you move. And I like that. So do you see the vibrance that I'm getting off of this? This is beautiful. So just so you guys see, and every time you hear me tap tap, you know I'm tapping off the brush. So this shade is actually called Pumpkin Spice. So this is the Pumpkin Spice shade. The next time I use the palette, this is gonna be my what? Fourth look, fifth look, fourth, 2 in one night, third, fourth look. And so I'm gonna see, I am going to do something. I'm going to use the same little Troublemaker shade Crisp under my brow bone because it seems to be the best place to use that shade. So I think that I'll continue. You know what, to be honest, you guys, I am getting to actually like Crisp, that Troublemaker shade, under my brows. There's just something about putting it under the brow bone that just works. So look at that. I don't know, it just lends itself to under the brows. All right, and I think it's going to end up being the most used color in this Pumpkin Spice palette when it comes to me, because I've already started to create a divot in there, so I might hit pan on it at some point. All right, so I'm gonna take this brush again, or should I say I'm going to take this brush. Well, I'm gonna It's not usually the way I speak, so I don't know why I did that. But whatever, just bear with me. Sometimes we get outside of our head and we just do weird things or say stupid things or, whatever. I apologize in case I've offended anyone, which I hope not. But even though I'm Jamaican born, I do speak Patwa sometimes, even though it's not as perfect as some others that I know of. My Patwa isn't as raw, I should say, because the way I was raised to, what they say, speak the Queen's English. Whatever that means. But yeah, so many of us Jamaicans grew up that way. But boy, when we went to school, we tore it up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We all learn things we ought not to have learned. But anyway, how did we get to that topic? Because I said something incorrectly. Anyway, all right. So we have used these two shades in the crease area. I wonder what this is going to look like. I'm going to try it. I'm going for it. Don't judge me, y'all. Do not judge me. But I'm going to try it. And I'm going to use this Coastal Scents brush. Oh, it picks up nice on the brush. Hello, let's come play. Come play with me. I was watching my show. Hey. I was watching a show called Counterpart not too long ago. Don't know if anybody's ever seen it, but I found it interesting that the storyline is not set in our time, in our like year wise, and they dealt with it's like having parallel universe or parallel worlds, I should say, and then there is one of each of us in the other world. But yeah, they have spies on each side, and basically what ended up happening is one of the worlds had a pandemic with a flu pandemic. Sounds familiar? And on one side of the place, they don't go anywhere without wearing a mask. They don't shake hands. They speak to each other at some distance. Is that reminding you of anything that we're currently experiencing? But of course, they made the storyline interesting with people falling in love and the spies having double lives, and the agents, the agency doesn't know like what they're doing and all that foolishness, but whatever. But I was trying to play catch up with watching that not too long ago. Hey, do you guys see this in my crease? I can't believe it. Tell me how many of you are gonna like this look. All right, so what I'm experiencing, my mirror is all the way over there because my tablet, I need to come back and do the tablet review for you guys because it's over 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks, and I'm just gonna save my thoughts on that. But yeah, so I think 2 weeks is long enough for me to use it and come and tell you all what's going up, what's up. Okay, so I'm liking this Coastal Scents brush. I'm in pain, guys. I've been in so much pain all week. My neck all the way down to here, coming up to here, has been just waxing me, and I'm trying to just be positive. It's also giving me headaches like right in there, but and see, I'm still doing videos because I'm a fighter. I'm fighting, y'all. I'm fighting. Just trying to live. Just trying to live. And not allow my pain and disabilities to completely handicap me. So, yeah. So, do you see what's happening with this shade? Oh, it swatched really, really badly, guys. I'm gonna be so honest with you. And this is why I always say, and this is why I've been doing these videos for y'all, because I don't want you to take one bad experience from, you know, me, basically, since you're watching my channel, and say, okay, that's it. I'm not gonna get the palette. This shade, Spice of Life, swatched horribly. And you guys saw it. And then here it is with a brush. And this is why I really, really like brushes and different brushes. And the reason I have so many brushes, because one brush may not pick up a shadow properly, or you may swatch it with a finger swatch, and some people think, oh, you just stick your fingers in it and it comes out nice and vibrant and we're good to go. No, it can swatch beautifully on your fingers, but then when you go in there with the brush, skippity skippity do, and everything else that you can think of. So I really do not rely on finger swatches, I'm trying to say. And this is why sometimes when I do swatches for you guys, I tend to come on here and do brush swatches and finger swatches if y'all need that. And I'm just using this little thing. This one I got at Marshall's or whatever, the brush switch. And see, it's clean, because I washed the brush switch as well. I have 3, and I washed all 3 because all 3 ended up being dirty. So see, I like this because now I can use the same brush. So I'm going to take this, and then I was going to use this one, but I'm going to go for that one. Yeah, I'm going to go for the lighter purpley looking shade, and I'm going to apply it without putting a glitter glue and see. Hello. Okay, come to mommy. Hey, 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 hello. Okay. All right. So are you seeing what's going on with that purple? I don't want to get it too much into the actual, into Spice of Life. I kind of just want to keep it there where I have it and buff that out. And not because I'm sharing these videos, guys. I'm sharing the videos for those of you who probably wanted to get the palette and then you said, I'm not gonna bother. Don't pay full price though. Make sure you get this sucker on sale. Wait for the sale. Trust me. Fallout Central, I can feel it tickling my nose. Whoosa. There it is on the brush, y'all. Even after tapping off, there it is on the brush. Messy a bit. Applying? Absolutely. So let me show you the pan. And it's this, that one right there. It's called Want a Piece of Me? I hope nobody wants a piece of me, because, yo, what a question to ask. What a question. But you see, every time I do this, y'all, guess what's happening? And this is the reason why. If you notice when I come on here, I usually have no foundation on if I'm going to put makeup on, like eyeshadow on my face, because this thing is just dropping. Can you see that? I can literally feel the eyeshadow particles fall on my nose and right there, like by the side of my face, on the side of my nose. Anyway, that's that. So the next time I probably use that shade, I will commission the glitter glue to grab a hold of those falling particles. And you know what? I have an idea. Let's grab a little of the glitter glue, and I'm just gonna try to deposit it on the inner part and then see right in here, like right there. and see how it grabs in there. And I'm actually going to take another brush, if I can get this little brush right here, just this one, same eyeshadow, tapping it off, and then I'm gonna see. Oh, point proven. It comes in here, and it, yeah, you see the difference? It will come up more vibrant and stick even better with a glitter glue. I'm telling you guys, for those of you who end up getting this palette, y'all are gonna hit pan on these shadows like you say, who dat? Trust me. You better believe it too, because I'm gonna show you why I just said what I said. And in accordance with previous application and experience, look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. My people, look at this. Okay. All right, so see, you see the difference in here. The shadow is more vibrant and bold versus on the outer part, but I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to take my trusty brush that I had Spice of Life on, and I'm just going to buff this area, smooth it out, smooth it out, smooth it out. And then I'm going to get a wipe and try to wipe off the fallout that I have tickling my nose. Let me just clean off here just a wee bit, guys. It's just baby wipes, this. See? It's just baby wipes I'm using because it's like, I don't want to feel that. My nose is very, very sensitive, y'all. I got fallout falling on my nose, like, really? It must be raindrops. All right. So, look at the purple shade. Can you tell that I've made a divot in it just by dipping in there just now? Can you see that divot going in there? And look at this one. You can tell I'm using the palette, yeah? Okay. All right. Let me just take the same brush right here, smooth right here, smooth right here. Let's me making this perfect as if I'm going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. But what I want to do is grab a little liner that I've been using because I want to use it up and be done with it. It's none of these. Guys, I think I have arthritis in my thumb, like right in this joint here. It's been hurting for the last few weeks, and I'm like, arthritis is taking over my body. What a life. Yeah, tonolomon. Excuse the rustling noises, but I didn't find it. Where is it? Here it is. All right, so I have a sample of the Maybelline eyeliner. So I'm just going to go here. Make my little eyeliner thing. Because I want you guys to see the look with the liner and mascara on. So that you see a complete look. Not just me slapping on the eyeshadow and leaving it looking unfinished and saying, hey, we're done. No, not really. We want to have that polished look so that you see what you're doing. And I think I wanted to share with you guys that you don't need to buy the palette to create the same kind of look. Absolutely not. I'm sure y'all have warm tone and cool tone palettes in your collection. Hey, it's fall almost, but for me it is. You know what I mean? Anyway, pull out those palettes. Actually, I also want to put together a video for you guys talking about palettes that you may already have in your collection, fall palettes that you probably already actually own, so you don't need to buy any of the new coming out unless you really want to spend the money. You know what I mean? But this is Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeliner in Dark Side. I kind of like it. It's not anything like my Urban Decay eyeliners, but it's doing the job. It's doing the job. If I was going anywhere, I would set it with black eyeshadow. But since I'm not going anywhere, I'm just going to leave it as is. But I'm going to take this little brush, the same Stila brush I used yesterday, and I'm going to go back into the palette again. Actually, no. Let me switch it up a little bit. Let's do something fun. I want to take one of these shadows from this. Don't. I want to take one of these colors here, like maybe this one looks like my top, this one here looks like my top. I think so. So I'm going to take that pretty blue shade, if it's blue. I blew that. I think I lost the color. Did I dip in the wrong color? Idiot yellow. Okay, here, this one. Ay. This is the one I want. Okay. So now I had to wipe off the thing. All right, guys. So look, mon ami. I had dipped into the wrong blue, so I'm kind of wiping off the brush and then going for the one I actually want. Oh, hello. All right. Now, I wasn't going to do that, but since we're already there, and let me say this, it's just a great way to wear a pop of color. I have so many of you who would like to wear color, but you're telling me you're afraid to wear color. Why, Mana? Why, Manami? You shouldn't be afraid to wear color. There are a few tips to wearing color. This is one of them. Use it underneath the eye area right here, or on your waterline in form of an eye pencil, a liner. And I could see where this shadow could have benefited from a little of the primer being up under there, but we're not gonna go over that. The color is kind of light. Came off a little more vibrant over on this side. Somehow it looks more vibrant over here than it does here. Let me wet the thing again. Nothing wrong with wetting it to help it along, because sometimes you just gotta do that. All right, so there. And that. Okay, so you see, you can play up the eyes however you want. I'm gonna take this ColourPop BFF. I don't like these mascaras so much. I don't know what they were trying to imitate, but the black one seems to be by far the best of the lot. Whatever they did to the color formulas, no, they flake, and I'm not liking them. I'm too old to be having eyeliner. This mascara, whatever its name is, falling on my eyeball. Like, seriously? But anyway, I didn't want to take so long with this video, but I know that you guys would appreciate me sharing all the details while I get stuff, that mascara up in there. All right, so this is it. I'm not even gonna bother putting foundation on my face because, like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to play with the palette again and see what other look I could create with it that I would like, and something that I would actually wear. So there's that. Um, get this. Oy vey. Not trying to use that MAC brush. So let me just kind of do that. Well, y'all know, y'all gonna do your brows the way you do your brows. I usually tend to follow the natural curvature of my own brow when doing anything to my brows. I had gotten into that thin brow life back in the day, several years ago. And I still keep it relatively thin, but not too thin. Yeah, because I'm getting older and kind of been back to liking my brows more, to be a little more. But just outlining and filling in so that it doesn't look so thin. Because I used to have some big old brows, y'all. Some big old brows. All right, so let me get out of here because you guys, I think y'all have had enough of me and this pumpkin spice palette. So that's that. Oh, I have to go log into Zoom. All right, so that is that. So I just use that shade, don't drop it, under the eye. So this is what the eyeshadow looks like with mascara on and everything else. But you see, you're able to create something nice and pretty with the palette. I like the look I created yesterday, and I'm also liking this look I've created with the palette. So that's that, you guys. Take care and leave the comments down below. Like I said, you do not have to buy the palette. I'm not doing these videos to encourage anyone to buy the palette. I'm just doing them so that you may be inspired to dive into your big collection and see what palettes you have. Look at the colors, match up something, pull off something, just to you know, inspire you guys to use what you have, basically. So you don't need to get the pumpkin spice palette if you don't want it. If it doesn't grab you, if it's not your thing, then it's not your thing. But I'm enjoying using it, even though it challenges me and it's a little bit of a pain in the you know what. But just take some inspiration from these videos that I'm creating so that you might find shades similar or same, because we probably have the same colors in different palettes anyway, and create a look and be creative. All right, that being said, take care of each other and I'll see you guys soon. I do have another video to do for y'all, so enough love and bye, guys.